In response to the governor's press conference held earlier today, Premier the Honorable Michael Mizik addressed some of his concerns with the statements issued by His Excellency Governor Gordon Weatherall, calling today's decision an injustice to the people of the Turks and Caicos Islands. Premier Mizik stated that the decision by the British government to suspend the House of Assembly will no doubt silence the voice of the people.
I especially note the portion of the recommendation which the British government has accepted that suspends democracy in the Turks and Caicos Islands by suspending the ministerial government, but also the elected House of Assembly. On behalf of the government and the people of the Turks and Caicos Islands, I condemn these actions and proposals in the strongest possible terms, for it silenced the voice of the people, which is the voice of God.
Another cause of concern, according to Premier Mizik, is the fact that the established advisory council will have no belongers. But according to statements issued by His Excellency Governor Gordon Weatherall, the majority of the council will be made up of belongers. While referring to the intervening British officials as colonial masters, it was clear that Premier Mizik thought that the decision to possibly suspend the Constitution was an unfair assessment.
In a democracy, mistakes are made, as they are made in Britain and in all other countries around the world. But democracy must be allowed to grow and mature, despite the trials and errors. The suspension of both the executive and legislative branch of our government by the colonial masters are draconian measures, and every well-thinking belonger and resident should be outraged. It is wrong in the 21st century to have an entire population recolonize in this fashion, with the executive, legislative, judicial, and all other powers lying in the hands of the colonial master, but vested in one person, who himself, in this case, is not a citizen.
The Premier went on to say that the actions taken by the British are not against the PDM or the PNP, but all Turks and Caicos Islanders. He also stated that despite the progress made by this country, the British still feel that there is no belonger worthy of running the affairs of the country, and called on the international community for help.
I call on the international community, including CARICOM, the Commonwealth, the United Nations, and other such bodies, to intercede on our behalf, as we are vulnerable to the strong arm of modern-day colonialism.
The Premier added that the people of the Turks and Caicos cannot take this decision lying down, as it presents a clear and present danger, and ended by calling on both political parties to set aside their differences to protect the rights of the Turks and Caicos. News 4 will have reactions from the TCI community for you in tomorrow's newscast. Also, stay with us for Eye on the TCI with Cheryl Shand and local legal minds as they break down today's events at 8 p.m. tonight. For WIV4 News, I'm Jody Harvey.